Assalamualaikum warahmatullahi wabarakatuh. My name is Cindy Kusuma Pertiwi. I'm from English Language Education, batch 2017 of Lambung Mangkurat University. Now, in this cross-cultural understanding course, I would like to explain about my analysis about Akeelah and the Bee movie. Okay, I will explain about three parts. The first is synopsis, and the second is story review, and the last is culture analysis. An 11 years old girl named Akeelah Anderson. She was very talented in spelling. She lived, she lived with her mother and three siblings, and her father had died because when he back to his home, he was shot by someone. Her environment is very harsh and cruel. It was shown by her brilliant academic achievement, but she was bullied and even shunned by her friends because of jealousy of her talent. The cruel association she felt decided to hide her intelligence talent. Because her intelligence seemed to be sharp danger that could hurt her life. Akeelah always tried to avoid and cover up her abilities to skipping school or rarely doing the actual work she was able to afford. Until the principal, Mr. Weld, and the teacher concerned realized that Akeelah was a smart kid who only needed support and motivate herself to achieve the hopes she could have reached until she met a simple trainer. His name is Dr. Lerby, who was able to be like a father, friend, and best friend for Akeelah. Who can quit Akeelah achieve the highest expectation? And the second is about story review. I have point out about my review of the Akeelah and the Bee movie. I have point 6 point. The first is lack of affection and attention. Lack of affection and attention from her mother makes Akeelah become a moody and often covers herself because she feels that there is no one to confide in or tell about even at school. A mother's habit of ignoring her problems cause the child to simply harbor and don't know, don't know what steps to take taken by her daughter. And the second point is the mother's bad experience. Akeelah's mother had an experience of being afraid or to try or afraid to continue the talent she had. So that it arrived to the child Akeelah, and her mother never agreed to even listen to Akeelah's request to take in a part of contest because of her mother experienced failure or defeat would make painful in the end. Her mother is still old thinking that the real thing that can be taken from failure is experience, and that experience will lead us to be success. And the third point is lack of teaching a good manner. Lack of polite teaching or indifferent attitude mothers and siblings from the attitude or of disrespectful disrespectful behavior Akeelah have toward people around her. Teaching good manner that should be done early on by the family can form the character of someone who is good, virtuous, and good ethnic so that it can be accepted in the community. A good solution to instill good manners is to see and guide the child and reprimand him his her directly like Dr. Lerby rebuked Akeelah who said rude to him directly or mother rebuked Akeelah who followed his father's signature. And the fourth is about bullying. Bullying occurs in Akeelah's school, namely Crenshaw. Pressure or the atmosphere of the school environment makes the child or student feel uncomfortable or tend to bury their talents and try to find solutions that they are actually not good to do, such as playing dumb by skipping school or not doing work given by the teacher. Supervision of children when hanging out or mingling require attention by adults, such as a teacher or parents. If the occurrence of bullying step that must be taken is giving the right punishment accompanied by guidelines and creating a comfortable, peaceful, calm atmosphere so that all well controlled. Bullying must be dealt with appropriately, but unfortunately, the movie does not show how alert to deal with bullying. And the five is study under pressure. The learning experience under pressure makes the atmosphere tense, and the impression is only to chase the best result without considering a process behind this, which actually until Dylan himself underestimated or disrespected his father by saying that his father's ability was not so much that Dylan's have, who won 3 awards in a row to the National Spelling Bee competition. His father was an ordinary person. Educating a child with a tractor is not an appropriate solution. Educating by means of commands and tense is to make a child physic become an uneasy person. The selfish nature that results from parental pressure and the arrogance that covers it. The child only behave imitative what is done by parents, so that the child's words are undoubtedly insulting his own parents. And the last point is about support. Akeelah really needs the support of everyone, such as the support of her siblings, mothers, teacher, and those around her. Support came from the identity of a child confidence. The thing that can be seen from this movie is the support of encouragement of the child who had no confidence in her talent raised the intention to develop it even greater. Last part is about culture analysis. For the first is in time 6 minutes and 31 seconds. Akeelah's friend said, "Hi Freak, we want you to take about our English homework. Everybody say you are brilliant." And Akeelah said, "I'm not brilliant. I analyzed that it is about perspective culture. The culture contained in the movie that is in Akeelah's environment. Education is not valued because there are only a military population that is considered stupid. So she hid her intelligence from people in her environment so that they wouldn't bully her." And the second is in 16 minutes and 38 seconds. Akeelah's brother said, "You gonna derided right white kids." I analyze it is about race. In their culture, there is a very striking racial differences between white people and black people. White people oppress black people. And the third is in 18 minutes and 18 seconds. When Akeelah said to Dr. Lerby, "So why do a day? Isn't you got a job?" I analyze it is about public manners. In the movie, there is a gap between the upper middle class and a lower middle class, which makes cultural differences and public manners between both. In the lower middle class, like in Akeelah's environment, it is not a problem to ask about job as he asked to Dr. Lerby. But among Dr. Lerby, these questions are considered rude. And the last is in 18 minutes and 36 seconds when Akeelah said, "Whatever." I analyze it is about public manners too. These words are considered rude if she talk to other people, like she told with Dr. Lerby. But if she is talking to her friends or her best friend or her close friends, it is no problem. It is normal. I think that's all. I do apologize for all my mistakes. Thank you for watching and see you on the next video. Thank you. Wassalamualaikum warahmatullahi wabarakatuh.